Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Akron, Ohio at Kent State University to bring you the action between Firelands United and Akron United FC. It is supposed to be a blustery, stormy day today, so we're going to have to find out what that weather brings. That is a bit of a foreshadowing, so be prepared. This is the first half of action. We are officially underway. We're at Dick's Stadium, where Kent State plays. Not the usual home of Akron. However, their home field was flooded, so we are here at this pretty cool stadium. Excited to be here, excited to play on some nice turf. We are very short-sighted, though, with our bench having just two players on it, and one of them our keeper. So we have one field player, and we have one keeper on the bench. We're going to have to see how that plays and affects the match today. A lot of guys unable to get off of work for this midweek game. So hopefully the crew that we do have here are able to bring the action. Akron in the red, sending a nice ball up to, I think that's 72, but he just slips at the last minute and just sent away. I think that was Kubisak sending it out for a throw. So Akron in the red top, white shorts. They're attacking from right to left on your screen. We, Firelands United, are in our all blacks and orange accents going from left to right on your screen. Number four receives the throw. Big touch, though. Kubisak intercepts. A little bit of pinball, and Akron will recover and reset. Now keep an eye on number 14, and honestly, the center back pairing for Akron. Number 14 still in high school and just so composed on the ball, particularly as a defender as well. Excited to see what his soccer career will have. A nice ball through. I think that's number 22, 72. Looks like he is flagged offside. Akron looking dangerous to start. And a couple issues that we did experience during this game. Not only was our stream interrupted by some malfunctioning software, but also this camera view was kind of destroyed for the second half because of the weather that will be oncoming shortly. And if you want the full behind the scenes action, check out our vlog on our YouTube channel. And now Reggie Johnson driving forward, almost getting past everyone. Keeper does get out to collect. Good shielding of the ball from the center back. Good communication between the center back and the keeper. You like to see that. Don't be fooled by the bright sunlight, as things do get a bit stormy. And that is why we're only sharing one half of this game. So you're going to get the first half of action, which is mostly where the action comes through, because the second half gets delayed almost an hour because of inclement weather, and that weather destroys the camera that we're recording in right now. And Slade trying to get around that defender, but again, talking about number 14, it draws the foul. Nice composure. So yes, our camera gets destroyed by the rain and the wind, so we did not even get footage of the second half from this camera, unfortunately. Almost gets there. That is Kubisak playing in a more advanced role. Kind of on the right wing, you see that's Kevin Alejandro in the right back position. Hogger in the center back role. You have Grant Miller, other center back. Of the throw on the far side. About a 2-hour journey for us, making the trek for our first ever cup match. And I guess I should kind of give you the introduction. This is your boy, director of Firelands United, Andrew Schwalek on the comms today. And this is our first ever cup match as a club. This is the Nozzle Leagues Cup, and all of the teams under the Nozzle umbrella and all the different divisions and regions are able to compete in this. And unfortunately, since we are a part of the Northwest region, the newer region, we're not able to have any home matches in this version of the cup. And player is on side for Akron now attacking on the far right sideline. Some good defending and sending it out. Is that a corner for Akron? Looks like it will be. First corner kick of the match. It'll be an outswinger. Right-footed player taking the kick into a dangerous area. Bounces. Someone got a head on it. It will roll harmlessly out. That'll be a goal kick. So Akron did get a touch on it, just couldn't direct it goalward. Colin Beeler in net today. Luke Avers, our other goalkeeper on the bench, is one of two substitutes that we have. He does have his other kit, so he has a black kit as well that he may be donning on today's match, maybe getting in on the field. Trying to lay it off quickly in the middle. Taken away by Akron. Akron trying to play the ball through. Akron has a solid season so far, beating some teams by quite a few goals. Firelands United doing a good job so far, trying to work themselves into the game. And we knew coming into this one with not having many subs, it was going to look like we'll be playing a bit more defensively. And then Slay gets the ball, sends it over to Reggie Johnson. Johnson has a strike. No, still stays with it now at the strike, and it goes just past the outside post. Almost putting that ball in the back of the net, and that would have given Firelands United the lead early on in this match, a little bit against the run of play. Would love to have seen that. Just a goal kick now starting from the back for Akron. Alejandro, good tackle. Kubisak trying to get it back centrally. Now down this sideline, number 33. Hogger, some defending to do. And a nice challenge from Connor Hogger sends it out for a corner kick, but great tackle, sliding challenge, quite an important one. This will be the second corner kick of the match for Akron. And you do see Avers right there on the sideline, already in his black and orange kit. So potentially going to be making a substitute appearance on the field. And ball whipped in, but right there is our other keeper, Colin Beeler. Steady hands, catches that whipped in corner kick. Beeler sending it into the sky. And camera not following it too well. Nice, solid play in the middle of the park from our mini Modric, Chris Heidel. And you see that bright sun. The camera also struggling to kind of capture some pixels on the far sideline. Now a throw in for Akron. Taken quickly. And a good throw. Thinking about maybe playing it across. It does. And wow, almost served up on a plate. But the on-running Akron United player just one step too late. Hey, but that's the play I'd like to see Firelands doing. Quick throw, quick reset, get the ball just put right across the 18 like that. That's some nice stuff. So Akron United still possessing the ball. Getting out to number 4. And takes a deflection, but rolls on for, I think it's 22. Sends it maybe back in, but intercepted by Heidel. And Morales, other member of that back line. The referee has to do a little hurdle. Looks like there was maybe a free kick. Regardless, it goes Akron's way, so Akron will restart with the ball. Both teams still trying to sort each other out. No crazy chances for either side quite yet. Would say Johnson's chance, maybe 5 minutes ago or so, was the best one. And Heidel trying to send it over for Johnson. Johnson doesn't have the pace to get there, but just a little bit too far out in front, gathered by the keeper off his line quickly. How about a big switch? Yes, and played through. Oh, what a ball. It should be onside. Now it's a one-on-one with the keeper. And he does score. Colin Beeler trying to come out, but man, just a one-on-one situation. Nothing Beeler could do there. Slotted through the back line nicely. And some of the guys complaining about an offside call, but nah, it looks like he was onside, starting from deep, and that is just an immaculate pass. And that will be 1-0. The score. Akron United now lead about 12 minutes into the match. That's what you like to see, a little diagonal run as a coach. It's what you teach them. Diagonal run through the back line. That's just so tough to defend. So play that diagonal ball through the gap of the center backs, and man, you're off to the races. Firelands United will get started. Now Morales looking for options, goes to Heidel. Miller will just send it the other way. And this time looks like there is a offside call. So it will be Firelands free kick. Looks like the camera maybe getting a little confused on where the ball is because we play short. A little scary playing in the back, but we still possess. As Miller trying to find Slay. Slay does have some decent hold-up play. What I'd love to see us play through is Heidel. As Heidel using his body, keeping the defender at bay, but playing through Heidel, kind of how we are now, and then work it to the outside. So play through the middle. They're good. Then can turn and then play to the outside, all over the top. Maybe looking for a runner, but just the run is not there. I think I said Auger was playing more in a center back type of role, but actually I think he's playing as maybe a center mid, center defensive mid of sorts. And Beeler off his line collects that ball. Beeler telling his team to go forward. He wants to send it long. Header one in the middle by Akron. But it is Johnson who is on the end of it now. Has some space to run, and oh, it just gets poked. Knocked over, no foul. Oh, it is a foul. Right on the top of the D. And Johnson is just so dangerous when he gets on the ball, starts going at pace. Now, quite a dangerous spot for a free kick. Certainly shooting range. Who will take it? It's going to be Johnson who won the free kick. I mean, why not? Hey, you did the effort to make it happen. Why not take the shot? I mean, geez, sub me in, coach. That's a perfect free kick opportunity, especially for a right footer. Just slightly off to the left, curl that around, far post. No chance for the keeper. Johnson will step up. as the strike curls it around, but too close to the keeper. Easy save in the end. We'll play short. And trying the big switch to number 22, and decent idea headed down by Alejandro, who will shield the defender off. Good defending. And that is probably one of the toughest balls to play when you're from like the right back or right center back position and you want to sling a ball out like that across the field. It's tough to do, but hey, when you can pull it off, man, it looks beautiful. And big switch, a quick switch of play like that, it's good stuff. Certainly a tough skill to have in the bag as well, as you can see there. Doesn't quite come off. Maybe now our team thinking about it. I think that is Steinmetz. Be looking for Slay. Both teams, you can kind of see playing a similar type of tactic, both congesting the middle, making it difficult for either side to work through the center of the pitch. So both teams needing to work through the side. Akron having a little bit more ability to do that so far in the match. Firelands more so. Try to work through the middle and then play back and then maybe try to look and go over the top. That is Jonah Main applying the pressure, number 11. All the way back to Akron's keeper, and Slay almost gets there. Good composure from the keeper. Gets it to his right-sided center back. Akron's still looking for a way forward, and I guess the camera doesn't care to watch. Played through, and Beeler will easily be there off his line. Sends it all the way down to the other keeper. Beeler does have quite the foot on him. When it is intercepted, but it just falls back the way of Akron. And a nice ball swung across to number 33. Alone at the moment, and good challenge from Kevin Alejandro. Knocks it out for Akron throw. Let's see, what is Akron's symbol? I guess their abbreviation for their team. It's AUFC. Akron United FC. Makes sense. Similar to ours, FUFC. Absolutely love it. Firelands United. Boys looking good so far. Only down 1-0 still here in about approaching the 20th minute. And playing with just two substitutes, so missing a good chunk of our team. Looking strong so far. A throw goes the way of Akron. Taken quickly, again down the sideline. Tries to send the ball in early, but can't get past Mr. Motion, Yoni Morales. And you did notice now it's gotten slightly darker on the pitch. Clouds are starting to roll in. As this corner kick gets ready to be taken. I think it's the third for Akron. There's a short option, but sends it into the box and headed down. Good header from Akron, uncontested, but not on frame, thankfully, and sent away out for another AUFC throw. I will say I like the gold accent on the Akron's jerseys. I love jerseys where you just have like one color that's subliminally an accent, so similar to like our all blacks we have right now. As Johnson gets on the end of it, going against his man, beats one, now in the box. Oh, tries the curler, but it is blocked by the center back. Another good attempt for Johnson. And now down the far sideline. Akron trying to build. They do have numbers. It's a 3-on-3 scenario. Cutting into the box, trying it off of his left foot, but an easy save in the end for Mr. Beeler. Trying some quick distribution, looking for Heidel. Heidel brings it down, trying to get it to Kubisak. And Kubisak nicely challenges, wins the ball back for Firelands. Now looking down the sideline, the camera knows where it's going, gets it to Slay. Slay keeping it in bounds, but that some good defending. And I guess we're not going to get to watch it because I'm not sure what the camera is doing. Now we see it get back to Kubisak. Oh, and tries to get it to Slay. Just a little too much juice on that one. Interesting combination of center backs. Man, we're not even watching the throw either. Come on, camera. We want to watch some soccer. But the combination of center backs and looks like there was a foul that we did not see because the camera didn't want you to witness it, apparently. Just a free kick now for Akron between the 20 and 30-yard line. But the pairing for Akron United in the back as the ball is floated over the top, but finds Beeler and no one else. It's age. It's a cool combination of youngster in high school, and I'm not even sure the age of the other individual, but he is definitely out of school at this point. So you got youth and you've got experience. Cool combination. I would say the same for ours, but we have Mr. Miller, who still in the mid 20s, and then our other center back, Morales, I believe around the mid early 20s. So we got the good youth and experience. Maine looking for the ball. Alejandro back now going to Miller. Speak of the devil. Mr. Miller now sending it wide. Steinmetz tries to get around his man. It is poked out. Should be a Firelands throw. It is. Looks like first substitution of the match is happening. It is Akron, who do a little bit of a deeper bench, which I'm jealous of. Number 10 now making his way onto the pitch. Looks like we have one of our players as well getting ready to sub on. And it is, looks like, yep, Steinmetz taking a break. And Gabrielson making his first appearance of the match. He will go on that left back role. It's Zane Gabrielson subbing on for Cohen Steinmetz. Now substitutions are done. Should get us back underway with a throw. Morales just send it the other way. Brought down nicely. Some good possession for Firelands off the throw. Can we turn it into something? Going to cut inside. Still stays with us. Goes through. Idol Kubisak. Now Miller looking over the top. Trying to get it maybe over to Johnson or Hogger. Hogger kind of playing in that box-to-box midfield position. Slay applying some pressure as Akron plays it back. Camera a little slow today. Sending it over the top. Looks like that one is an offside call. Is indeed. So it'll be a free kick for Firelands. About the 35-yard line. No big chances in the last 10 minutes or so. Score is still 1-0 as we're approaching the 25th minute. Morales with a strong left foot will take the free kick. Actually goes to Hogger, his Terra State teammate. Either will have it. And the camera, I guess, knew that he was going to take a big kick. Slay trying to hold it up, just can't keep the touch close enough. Now intercepted. It's Morales now driving forward. We do have numbers. Sent over to Johnson. Johnson can cook somebody up. Gets through one, gets through two. Johnson is there, has a strike, and it is saved by the keeper. Good save with the leg. We'll send it out for Firelands United. First corner kick of the match. And Johnson almost yet again getting another one. Johnson really being the one creative outlet we have so far. Three shots for us. All three coming through Johnson. And now a corner. Chris Heidel to take. Curling in towards the goal. It's a good one. It's headed, but it's headed by the Akron United player. Bounces up, and an unfortunate bounce will be a handball call for, I guess, against Alejandro. So it'll go for Akron. Akron take it quickly. I try to call Akron United. United doesn't make sense when there are two Uniteds playing each other. Firelands United, Akron United. They're trying to build something. 33 trying to hold up playing. Oof. Alejandro gets knocked down. I never understand those foul calls. So the foul was called against Alejandro as our camera is freaking out. But Alejandro, he goes for the ball, but then gets knocked down in the air. I guess if he's jumping late, the referee just has to make the decision to determine that the foul should be on him because he jumped late, even though he's the one that got taken down. I will say reffing is hard. Not something I would want to do as number 24 comes on to the pitch for Akron. Number 7 over the free kick. You would think sending it into the box. I'd whip one in from there. He does, floats it in toward the back post, bounces down, still bouncing in the box. No one is there, but finally sent away. I think that's Miller who clears the line. And one of our players is down. It looks like it is Beeler. Hopefully he is okay. You saw our coach not happy. Good sportsmanship there, though, from Akron and Beeler. Just a collision in the box. It probably is a free kick. Looks like what is awarded for the collision. Yes, Beeler will get us restarted with essentially a goal kick. And it is won by Akron and now brought down to the second ball, trying to send his man through. And it is still Akron has a strike and a great save from Beeler, keeping this game within reach at 1-0. Johnson flicking it on that far sideline. It does go out of play. It will be a Firelands throw, taken quickly. Hold up play by Slay. And Kubasek trying to get down that far sideline, but Akron will gain it. But Johnson keeps it in play. Now intercepted by Slay. Slay, can he beat someone? And Slay gets on the other side of the man, and you can see it from here, pulls him down. So it will be a free kick awarded to Akron. And Violent showing some spark. A few chances where we're pressing on the back line, getting some shots off. Just need to start being a little bit more clinical in the final third. I would say, other than Akron's goal, we've had the better chances overall. And touch off of number 10 goes out of play. Alejandro taking it quickly. Gets it to Hogger. And a good communication between Hogger and Heidel as Hogger gets fouled as he's trying to hold off the defender. Miller looking to take. He does have a boot on him. Probably going to send it into the box. That is Captain Grant Miller. Sends it in into a dangerous area. Bounce it around. We do come out with the second. I think it is Hogger trying to get around one man. It will go out. So that is, I believe, a corner kick. Second one of the match for us. The rain is approaching. You can see the clouds. Things are starting to be covered up on the sideline. Chris Heidel is getting ready to take. Short option, but no, he goes into the box. It's a great corner. It's flicked on, and it was one. I think that was Kubasek. It'll stay in play. Auger stays with it. Looking at options, trying to send it back into the box, and does go down. And looks like it'll be another corner kick. The third for Fireland, starting to gain a little momentum. Maybe we can see one going into the back of the box. and then into the back of the net. Surely we'll see it going into the box. Hopefully so. And then let's try to level things up here at 1-1. How about it? Ball going in. Dangerous corner headed away, though, by Akron. Regained. I think it is Alejandro now sending it into the box. And it was, I don't know if it was a shot or a cross, but put in a dangerous area. Keeper comes out with it. Now we do need to recover. Keeper was looking for a quick outlet. Decent defending. And now Johnson almost getting on the end of it. Just about half an hour in. Score is 1-0. Kubisak trying to hold it up, but poked free. Akron looking, but intercepted by Morales and sent up to Jonah Main. Good touch. What can he do with it? Goes up to Slay. Slay gets nudged off the ball. And then you can see Slay just reaching out, pulling number 14 back. So it will be a free kick. Honestly, Slay needs to be careful. That's a couple fouls like that now. Could be a yellow upcoming. Hopefully not. Intercepted by Johnson as Akron tries to switch it. Oh, and just a little bit too far out in front of him. So Akron will send it the other way to stay in play. Akron trying to build on the far sideline. Morales with some good defending. And a nice sliding challenge from Yoni Morales. Will send it out for an Akron throw. Good defensive work. It's still 1-0 as now Akron trying to build something, but can't find the final pass in the final third. So now, Firelands United, can they build something off the turnover? Kubisak loses out, so it'll just roll back to the center back for Akron. Brought down. Oh, in the box, a great touch and gets it 1-on-1, and it goes off of the post and just wide, thankfully. It's actually a great touch. I think that might have been number 10 in the box, brings it down around one of our defenders, and then has a one-on-one attempt. Beeler does good to get big and forces him to aim on that far post, and it just goes past that post, thankfully, on the outside. Score still 1-0. Beeler waving his guys to go up. Send it to the middle. Brought down by Kubisak. Oh, Slay almost gets there, but number 14, good shielding use of the body. But Kubisak is now there to cause some problems. Kubisak just being a pest, staying with it, but 14 getting around two of our players now. Good shielding. And Kubisak there to shield right back and win the ball. Kubisak staying with it. Still 50-50 ball, so no foul called either way. Number 10, I believe he was the or almost goal scorer. And now try to go over the top to number 33. He will get there, and he is indeed offside. So thankfully, again, another attempt, but not in the back of the net this time. So that will mean a free kick for Firelands. Some of the Akron players unsure about that one, having a word with the referee. Looks like that was a high line held by Firelands, which was nice, and now gets the free kick all the way almost to the 35-yard line. It is Captain Grant Miller getting ready to take. Approaching the 35th minute. Actually, I lied to you. I think my calculation might be a bit off. Maybe we're approaching the 30th minute. I'm the worst when it comes to timekeeping. I never start my watch. Ooh, a ball into the box. Looks like Maine was there, but I took a deflection and then keeper gets his hands on it. And I really am not the best at timekeeping, even when I'm on the sideline as a coach, when I am over there doing the stream, even then I'm not too great at starting my watch on time. When I'm doing comms, man, I am the worst. I got to get better at starting that up as it goes out for a Akron United throw. Couple substitutions getting ready for both sides over on this sideline. Kubisak getting a well-deserved break. We have Cohen Steinmetz getting back on the pitch. Akron United also doing some subbing. I think it's number 27 coming on. Looking over the top, intercepted by Miller. Auger tries to keep it down. It'll fall actually to the feet of number 10 for Akron. Oh, a nice little maneuver in the middle. Now sending out to number 26 or 25. Back to number 10. And a good challenge. It was important. Actually, deflection. So it was Miller who comes in with the challenge and then deflects off of the Akron player. So wins a goal kick for Firelands. You like to see it. Beeler has done a lot of work today. Does have a few saves already to his name, but a lot of free kicking, which kind of indicates that it has been a little bit more so one-way traffic. Miller sends it wide. He will actually regain and now just send it out for a throw, allowing our players and defense to get their shape. It's to number 4, sends it right back to the thrower. Put it in. Still kind of bouncing around 10, now flicks it into the middle, brought down nicely. Number 10 has it. Number 7 poked away. It'll stay with Akron, and number 4 tries to have a strike, and first time hit, not too shabby, but high and wide. Doesn't test Beeler. Score is still 1-0. Still anybody's match. Akron definitely lead in terms of possession, but we had a few chances, even with our short bench. Missing some of our core players. Still not looking too shabby. Over the top. Steinmetz does get there. Tries to get it out to Alejandro. So we've had a few players change positions already. There's Hogger to Heidel. That is Gabrielson. Tries to send it up, looking for Johnson. Akron trying to build something down that sideline. Good tackle from Gabrielson. So we have Gabrielson as the left back, Steinmetz as the right back, Miller and Morales as the center backs. So that has allowed Alejandro to move up into more of maybe like a deeper laying midfield role. He's playing a little bit more centrally, at least for the time being. Cool part about both of the Alejandro brothers, they can play in a variety of different positions. And a big strike and actually hits the crossbar. Kind of came out of nowhere. Thankfully, Fireland's able to clear for now. I think that was number 7 who had the strike. Not sure if it took a deflection on the way in. Now, Alejandro trying to find Reggie Johnson and hit away, but only as far as Jonah Main. Now, Hogger trying to play it quickly, gets to Main. Now, Johnson. Wouldn't mind a strike. Has one, and it just goes to the right. From the right side of the Akron United goal. Another dangerous opportunity for Fireland. So, hey, at least we're getting opportunities. So this is still anyone's game. I know we're sitting at 1-0, but I don't mind it. We're still looking good, creating opportunities. Now perhaps approaching maybe the 35th minute, maybe the 30th minute still. Guys, I don't know. I don't know the time. I have no idea. That is the one unfortunate part about teams that aren't able to use scoreboards. And oh, turnover. And then Maine, I think, tried to have a shot, does get blocked. It's still staying with Firelands. Acker trying to play out. Alejandro gets there, deflection, so it should be a Firelands throw. Good hustle from Alejandro. Kev looking down the sideline. Now goes to the middle. This is the ever-present Chris Heidel. Alejandro trying to flick around his man, still stays with Firelands. And now Akron. Looks like no foul is called. Good sportsmanship from Alejandro, helping him up. Looks like it's just a throw for Akron. I don't know about you, but I mean, I get vibes of like Chicago Fire jersey for some reason from these Akron United kids. Now working down the sideline, getting it into the center, some space for Akron to play with. Sending it up, I think that's number 7. Oh, but he can't get a touch on it, so Maine will intercept Steinmetz back to Maine. Maine, good shielding. Runs out of space though and tries to slide. Akron still stay with it now down that sideline. Steinmetz doing some shielding and then gets run over. So that will be a free kick. Good shielding from Mr. Steinmetz. I'll give you just a quick history lesson on some of our young history as a club. So if you want to take a gander at our badge, one of our first ever Instagram posts kind of lays out the different elements of our badge because all the different elements mean something. Spieler takes the free kick and looks like there was an offside call, so the player came from an offside position. So it'll be a free kick yet again for Firelands. So definitely check out our Instagram, not only for all the behind the scenes content, but then for some of the history on our club, as well as the name Firelands United. So we didn't just pick a name. So Firelands is the region of northern central Ohio, and named so because there were some towns in Connecticut, 9 towns to be specific, that were burned down during the American Revolution by the British. And then the land out here in Ohio that is now called Firelands. And Steinmetz gets there. Ooh, it's sent into the middle though. Now Akron touches it through one-on-one with the keeper, and Beeler tries to get there, and the Akron player is onside. Just some errors and bit of luck for Akron will now double their lead, making it 2-0. Just a bit unfortunate for Firelands in that situation. Just a unfortunate ball from Steinmetz going into the middle. In that situation, just kick it out for a throw in. And then kind of a lucky almost deflection pass type of thing that gets it to the Akron player. And then able to have the composure to put it in the back of the net against Beeler. So again, now 2-0 is the score. Akron United lead in this cup match. Continuing on with some of our history. So that is now some fun facts you know about the Firelands region. So that region of Ohio, which is now named Firelands region, was given to the families of the townspeople who had their businesses and homes burned so that they could have places to go and live out in Ohio. That became known as the Firelands. Oh, and now Slay wins the ball, backline, tries to get through, does get taken down. Penalty appeal, but referee not having it. You see Slay not getting too mad about it, so that would lead me to think that maybe not a foul in the end. Morales does get there, and we'll see it out. Good defending from Morales to instead just have the awareness to let it roll out for a goal kick. But then that is the reason why we're called Firelands. And then the second piece is United. So we didn't just select United. The reason we did that is because there are a number of different towns inside of the Firelands region, and the individuals that came together to be united to get through that adversity of having their entire towns burned down during the revolution. So the actual definition of united, of being together, of working together, we like to see that on the pitch as a team, but then also the people coming together to reunite. A ball over the top, intercepted nicely, and now played through. Maybe a quick strike. It does have one that is wide of the goal, not threatening Beeler at all. But being united to come out to reestablish in this region of Ohio, that's called the Firelands. And then also, we represent a region and we're trying to unite the soccer inside of this Firelands region. So a little bit of a knowledge on our clubs. Now you know. So we're not just slinging names out here. We have meaning behind all the stuff that we do. And Akron player was in an offside position, so another offside call. They've had quite a few today. Kudos to our defense. It does take some discipline to have players called offside. You have to know that you can play a tight line together and then have the pace to recover if needed. Slay flicks it on. Alejandro trying to flick it over to Johnson. Johnson almost gets there, but keeper is there just a smidge faster. Our score is 2-0. We are approaching halftime. Played through to Akron. Morales some defending to do. It is sent through into the middle. Got to track those runners, close them down, and the shot goes in, blocked by our captain. Still stays with Akron. Now into the box, and someone is there, and oh my goodness. I think that might be number 10 again. Gets on the ball, sends it goalward, and deflects on the outside of the post. Thank goodness. That would have been a quite a nice goal to hit first time. Maybe that's number 27. I think it is 27. That keeps the game 2-0. Beeler will send it wide. And ladies and gentlemen, that is now officially halftime. So at the half, the score is 2-0. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the second half footage because, like I mentioned during the game, there's a big storm that happens and we get delayed for an hour, and that storm destroys our camera. So we don't have footage of the second half. However, Akron do score one more goal. We don't score any, unfortunately, as we get tired with our small bench, and the game ends 3-0. This is Andrew Schwalek signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and as always, up the lands.